I hope I'm live. Somebody let me know if I am. I think we're good. Yay! Welcome to Monday Night Mojo. It's January the 30th. Woohoo! You made it back another week in January. Hey, ladies, I hope I'm live. Somebody let me know if I am. I think we're good. Yay! Welcome to Monday Night Mojo. It's January the 30th. Okay, that's weird. It's like playing back to me. Ladies, I hope I'm live. Somebody let me know if I am. Okay, that was weird. I had like another screen of myself like coming on talking to me. I was talking to my own self. That was really weird. So thank you. My name's Christina Collett. I'm a senior sales director with Mary Kay, coming to you live tonight from Lidditz, Pennsylvania, the coolest small town in America. Love to have you come visit us. It's Amish country. Lots of fun here. Hopefully you're coming up for Lancaster Career Conference. Woohoo! March 24th and 25th. Want to make sure that date is on your brain and you are going to get registered. Registration opens, it might have already opened at the end of this month, I believe. So get excited. You can get registered for Career Conference at a city near you. If you're not close to Lancaster, that's okay. But definitely go to Career Conference. It's like usually a Friday night, and then you spend one night in the hotel with all your girlfriends, and then you get to have fun classes all day on Saturday. It's great training. It's for every consultant at every level, whether you're brand new, you just signed your agreement, whether you've been in for 8 years, 16 years, whether you're a consultant, a director, whether you have team members, no team members, it's for absolutely everyone. So give yourself that gift. It's very, very affordable, and it's when Mary Kay comes out of Dallas, Texas, and comes all the way to us, to our local communities, and brings their passion and their fire and their education straight from our source, straight from our corporate headquarters and all of our staff who are amazing. And then there's tons of nationals there and top directors and tons of consultants and women going across the stage, picking up keys to their free car, pink Cadillac directors. It is so much fun. And red jackets, if you're a new red jacket, you'll get to go across the stage as well. It's a huge, huge party. This is the one and only time every single year that Mary Kay does come to us. Otherwise, we have to go see them in Dallas, which is also really fun. We do that in July, but be in the presence of your company. It's so amazing. They just love on us, and you are part of the #1 sales force in the country. #1, you are #1. So just give yourself the gift to see what it feels like when your company rolls out the red carpet for you and just makes you feel like $1,000,000. It is so much fun. It really is. And we would love to be in your space, especially if you are in our Star Catchers unit, our Heart Shots unit, our Faith Driven Divas unit, and anywhere in our whole Shine area. We want to be in your space. We want to get to know you. We want to just support you in your dreams and your goals for your business this year. So tonight we are on part 2 of our tax tips series, and I'm really excited about taxes. I love taxes. What I love is I love tax deductions that we get from our Mary Kay business. My mom has always done taxes for people, and she has always had in-home businesses. My dad's always had businesses. They have always been very smart that in addition, whether they were owning businesses full-time or whether they worked full-time, like my mom usually always was employed by somebody, but she did Amway for a while, then she did Mary Kay, then she quit Mary Kay, then she did something else, and then she came back to Mary Kay when I got into Mary Kay, but she always had an in-home business. And my dad, I remember him saying when I graduated college, he's like, you really need something of your own, meaning don't just work for somebody else. You need a business also to be able to save on all of your taxes and keep Uncle Sam out of your back pocket. So that's one of the reasons that I did sign my beauty consultant agreement 13 years ago, almost 14, and I have loved every minute of it. And when I used to have to, when I would get a tax return, we don't really get a tax return anymore, but when I used to, I loved seeing how my Mary Kay business to that return and got me back so much more money. Now what it does, it helps reduce how much we have to pay, because we're in a different tax bracket now with my husband and I, and the amount of money that we make, we would have to pay every year. So last year alone, it reduced what we owed to the government from $15,000 down to $3,000. Okay, seriously. Saved us like $12,000. Okay, so it's major, major, major savings, and it's all legal. It's a tax shelter. And so I hope that you loved last week, where we talked about all the tax deductions that you can take from in-home expenses. I didn't mention your mortgage or your rent last week. That's a huge one. Whatever the square footage of your office space is, then let's say that's 25%, then 25% of your mortgage or your rent can come back to you as well. So all of those things are super important. Tonight, we're going to talk about 3 things. We're going to talk about a new concept that Kristen Sharp and her mom, Connie Kitson, 2 amazing national sales directors, mother-daughter team, shared with us, and that's called Money Monday, and that is really fun. And we're going to talk about what are you doing with your banking and creating some good habits in your banking. And also the 60-40 split. You've definitely heard about the 60-40 split, but we're going to break that down again because it's so, so important. And it's all in your brand new consultant packet as well. So if you feel like you've never heard about the 60-40 split and how to split your money, then this will be a good review for you. Your weekly accomplishment sheet, woo! And tracking all of your sales. And then also a new fun sheet, also from Kristen and her mom, the business tracking register. So that you're going to fill out every single month. So we're going to talk about that. And then the last one, we're going to have some fun writing our own paycheck. Because you know you can do that with your Mary Kay business, ladies, right? Write your own paycheck that comes directly to you from Mary Kay. It is so, so much fun to do that. And just plan ahead, look at the beginning of the month and say, self, I need this much money for my family in profit, and you can go to work to make it. So that is awesome. Okay, so grab your notes and a pen, and it's fun that today is Monday because we're going to write Money Monday. We're going to talk about, you can decide to pick a day of the week. It could be any day, but Money Monday is a fun little reminder to get all your banking done from the weekend on Monday. So the first thing you're going to plan to do on your Mondays is make sure you go to the bank. You're going to make a bank run, and you are going to deposit all of your cash and checks. Well, where are you going to deposit that? We'll get to that in a minute. You're going to definitely make a bank run, deposit all your cash and checks from all of your sales from the previous week, especially the weekend. Hopefully you didn't blow it all at the mall on Sunday. No, all your Mary Kay money needs to go into the bank. Okay, then if you had any ProPay sales and ran credit cards from your customers, you're going to transfer those ProPay sales into your Mary Kay business checking account. Okay, I guess maybe I should back up. Okay, so when you came into Mary Kay, you should have been told by your director or somebody coaching you that loves you, and it's also in our orientation packet. So if you feel like, again, this is new information, we will definitely go back to your new consultant packet and go over that with you. But you want to set up a separate personal checking account to run your business out of, okay? So you have a checking account that you either get direct deposit from your job if you have a job, or your personal, you have a joint checking account with your husband, with your family stuff, and money gets deposited in there, and then you pay bills out of that to run your household, okay? So that's great. Keep that. You still need that. But you want a separate one, totally separate, personal checking account that's going to be responsible to float all of your Mary Kay funds in, pay for Mary Kay expenses and orders and all that stuff. So you want a separate personal checking account, not a business account, because sometimes those require fees, but a personal separate checking account that has a savings account attached, and also you want a debit card with that, okay? So a separate personal checking account, a savings account attached, and a debit card. So you're going to need that. So that is where you're going to deposit all of your fund money. And that's also going to link up. That is the account that's going to link up to your ProPay funds. So when you've taken credit cards from your customers, that ProPay money is going to get transferred into that personal checking account. I'm sorry, your business account. Your business account. The ProPay fees get transferred. It does cost 30 cents every time you transfer. So you want to consider that, but that's a very small price to pay to be able to track your money appropriately. Okay? So you can leave money in ProPay and just do your orders out of that, but the top Mary Kay advisors, money managers are advising us to transfer that money so you have it all together in one place in your business checking account. Okay, so then you can split it up and put it all where it needs to go appropriately. Okay, then we want to also enter in all of our customer profile cards and our sales tickets into InTouch. Okay, so you might have an assistant, or your assistant, i.e. 10-year-old daughter who can type, or 12-year-old daughter or son, any kid in your house that wants to earn money to do anything, they could be entering in your customer profile cards for you and your sales tickets. With the Mary Kay My Customers now, it's a good idea to enter all your sales tickets in My Customers also as an order, like type in new order, blah, blah, blah. And then also there you're going to want to track everything and enter it into your weekly accomplishment sheet. And that's going to get sent to your director. Your director can never see just your order summary from My Customers. They're not going to know what you sold, and they're not going to know all the, they're not going to be able to see exactly what you did if it was a type of party or a facial or all of that information. Your director, that information is really helpful to us to help you. So please fill out your weekly accomplishment sheet every week. I know we beg you, and I know it's like, oh, it's like paperwork and it's tracking. That was the least favorite part of every job I ever had, was the paperwork and the tracking. I get it. But literally, this should take you less than 10 minutes. And it's really, really imperative. I mean, at your regular job, I guarantee that you have to track everything that you do. As a social worker, I had to track every single conversation with every parent, with every kid, with every client, and all those notes got turned in every 2 weeks. Like literally, because I didn't keep up with it on a daily basis, I was the one always staying up till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning the night before it was due, trying to get all my notes in. So dumb. But anyway, we do what we do. Okay, so be a good steward, be a good tracker, keep all that stuff updated. Okay, so that was number 3. Number 1 was make a bank run and deposit all your cash and checks. Number 2 is transfer your ProPay funds to your business checking account. Number 3 is enter all your customer profiles and your sales tickets into InTouch. So they're going to go into My Customers, My Orders, and Weekly Accomplishment Sheet. So there's 3 places that you need to update on InTouch, okay, with all of your new customer information and sales tickets. Then, okay, you're going to log your activity in your weekly accomplishment sheet. So that should be kind of hand in hand, 3 along with number 4. Number 5 is update your business tracking register. Okay, so this was a new concept to me. I'm going to share it to you. This was Kristen and Connie's business tracking form. So you have the date of the transaction, and this, you fill one out for every month. The date of the transaction, the description of the transaction. Think of it like a check register, and you're going to fill out all of your deposits that you enter into your business checking account, and also all of your expenses. So when you order section 1 and you order section 2, you're going to also put those on there as well. So any money that's going into that business checking account and any money that's going out of that business checking account, you're going to register that on your business tracking register form, okay? And I love, do you know we get a discount at FedEx? So I had her print me off a bunch of them in black and white, I got so much printed, you guys, and I will send this out in the email so you have these. And Kristen, her mom, said it's fine. She's like, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't recreate all this stuff. Just use what we have. So I really don't think they will mind. We use some of these business tracking forms, but I think I've seen these on In Touch as well. So you could get them on In Touch. You can definitely get your weekly accomplishment sheet on In Touch and all of that. But you'll want one of these for every month. And it allows you to split up and keep track of what needs to be reordered. So section 1 reorders, they're using like $100 sale. So if you had a $100 sale, 100 would go into sales. For a lot of us around this mid-Atlantic region, sales tax seems to be $6 or 6%. So 6% on 100 would be $6. So that goes to tax. You didn't give a discount. Good job. So you're going to be able to keep all of your profit. So total deposited was 106. Probably can't see that very well. And I'm not sure if it's going to be backwards or not. 106. And then, so to reorder your product is $50. That's always our 50% wholesale. Section 2 is 10%, our sales aids. Section 2 items. PCP comes out of that. You're going to save 10% for the cost of doing business. And then $40 is left over. That's what you have for profit that you'll be able to pay yourself at the end of the week. And so that's what you're going to know, how to pay yourself, how much money you're going to be able to pay yourself at the end of the week. You'll get to transfer that 40% into now your personal checking account, okay? You're going to move it from your business account into your personal and pay yourself 40% profit, whatever payday that you choose. Maybe you want to make it Fun Friday. Maybe you want to make it Wacky Wednesday, where you get lots of, extra money, or keep it on Money Monday and pay yourself on Monday. Okay. I gotta watch my time here. I'm getting kind of chatty. Okay, and then same thing with expenses. If you order that week or over the weekend or anytime in the last week, you track the order, which is an expense. And then you should know, okay, I've only got X number of dollars sold and deposited in here, so I'm only allowed to order that much. If you need to order more, you're tracking star, you have goals, you know you need to get your sales up, and that will also help you because you're tracking it. You're getting towards the end of the month and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe I haven't ordered yet. I know I need to sell $30 to 30 more people before the end of the month, and then I'm going to stay on track. I want to be a star. I want to get into DIQ. I want to earn my car, whatever it is that you want, or maybe it should be based on that goal and that dream on your heart that we talked about last week, your why, so you can see the profit each month, that the profits, your pink profits, are driving your activity, and so you can pay for the things that you told your family and that you have on your heart to pay for. Whether it's your trip to Disney, whether it's saving for their college, saving for your own personal retirement, which Sue Zorman, the big financial guru, would tell you to make that a top priority, is saving for retirement. Whatever your heart of hearts goal is, to help somebody else, to be able to give more, whatever it is, you stick true to that, and you make sure that you're selling enough and you're doing enough activity that you have enough money in there to reorder the products that you need to reorder, but that you're also earning the profit that you need to make for your family. And so you can pay yourself that profit and then use that money to bless yourself, bless the people in your life, whatever you need to do. Okay, so that's your business tracking register. You are going to print off one of those for every single month and keep that filled out and current, just kind of like a check register of what goes into your business account and what is coming out. So I love, love, love that. Okay, so what are we talking about, the 60-40 split? Here's a fun diagram. Also, thank you, Kristen. So if you sell $100, again, just to recap, 50% of it is going to reorder section 1 because you just sold that product. So you've got to reorder it. So that goes to reordering your section 1. 10% is going to section 2 or sales aids, and 40% is what is allowed. Now, discounts, little fine print, if it's not backwards, it probably is. Discounts are taken out of here. So guess what? When you give a discount, which it's perfectly your right to do, when you give a discount, the cost of the product doesn't change, and the cost of your 10% savings for sales aids doesn't change. Guess what changes? Your 40% profit. So you will reduce your 40%. If you give a 15% discount, you're only going to make 25% profit now, right? So that's 40% minus 25, or minus 15 is 25. So think about that. That is very serious, and you want to track that. And so also you can track that on your business tracking form. Sample order with a discount. If you give her 15% off, so the discount's $15, and you don't get to collect as much tax either if you do that, because you need to take the tax on the amount that you actually sold, and then you'll have to count that as non-recoverable tax, and you get to write that off later. But if you give a discount, per Kristen and her mom, you have to only charge them tax on the amount that you're charging them. So let's say then that's $85. The tax on 6% of 85 is only $5.10. So you lost 90 cents to collect on the tax. Which really, that didn't change. Mary Kay still charged you that 6%, and they will charge you a full 6% when you reorder it. So you'll have to get that back at tax time in your non-recoverable expenses that you get to deduct. But then, so your total deposited is $90.10 instead of $106. And now your profit, really, minus the tax, is only what you've collected is $24.10, where it could have been $40. So just know that. Be aware of that. Know that the dollars matter. Know that the discounts matter. And Christian shared with us that really in their area, they are really saying they do kind of a Pink Friday sale, and then they'll give a birthday discount. And the best way for you to honor your customers is to help her get free product. Free product is way better than a discount. And so the way she earns free product, you know it, is to host a party for you. So that is awesome. Say, oh my gosh, girl, 15% is great for your birthday. That's my birthday discount. But I would love to gift you $100 in free product for your birthday. Are you with me? Yes, let's get together. Let's get a few of your girlfriends together. Let's celebrate you, celebrate your birthday, celebrate a new beautiful year of life. We'll do a new year, new you makeover. And I would really much rather gift you $100 in product just for you sharing me with a few friends, and I promise they will have fun. I'm going to pamper them, and they will be so glad you invited them, girl. Let's talk about when we could get together. Okay? You make it sound super fun and exciting, and share some of the details. We're going to do a satin hands and satin lips pampering treatment. We're going to give you an anti-aging facial to take off at least 5 or 10 years, and we're going to play with makeup, and you're going to love the way it feels on your skin, and it's just going to be a super great time. So you can totally do that. Gift her $100 in free product is way better than just giving her a discount. So I love that idea from them as well. Okay. So the business tracking, we're going to be really faithful and committed to that 60-40 split, so we're not embezzling our money. And so we get to the end of the month and we've spent all the money. We don't have any money to reorder. And now guess what? You're out of business. Okay. If you don't reorder your product that you've sold and put it back on your shelves so you can sell it again, you've embezzled from yourself, and now you're out of business. Okay. You're going to have to find more money to get more products. So that's crazy. That's a crazy cycle. Don't get into that. We don't want you going into debt while you're chasing down your dream and trying to figure out this, Mary Kay thing. We want to teach you good habits from the very, 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 very beginning. Okay, reorder your products that you sold. and pay yourself your 40%. Yay, that is on Money Monday. And so you're going to bank like a boss with your personal banking, your business account with a savings account and with a debit card attached to that. And oh, here's a fun one. Okay, so you're going to transfer all your ProPay funds into that business checking account, the checking part, and then you're going to transfer your 10% for your sales aids into the savings account, okay? So you're going to be able to see it separated out, what's allowed for Section 2 into the savings account, for sales aids, for PCP, any of that stuff. So you have to keep that to a limit. Don't go crazy with Section 2 samplers all the time, okay? You don't want to bog yourself down and use up all your money in samplers. It's much better to invest in the full-size product anyway and use that for demos because the eye buys. People like to see full size, okay? But then your 50% that's going to go back towards your products is going into that business account, and that's going to stay in the checking side, okay? So the 50% that you're going to need to reorder with is in the checking side, and the 10% of the sales aids is on the savings account side, okay? Then when you're ready to order, you can transfer the amount that you've decided on ahead of time, that you've thought about, that you've chosen to use intentionally. Transfer that amount of your Section 2, the amount that you need to pay for the Section 2 items that you're going to need to order with that order, okay? Makes sense? Keep that separate. Know what both sides are doing. All right. And then when you're ready to pay yourself, you would get some checks with it along with the debit card. I guess you could just transfer it over to your personal account when you want to pay yourself that 40%, or you can actually write yourself a check if you get checks to go with that. And that's sometimes smart too, because you can use checks to pay if you have room fees or meeting fees. That would kind of come out of your business expenses again, and that's going to get written to your studio or your director for room fees, and that then you're going to have a record of those room fees if you always write a check. So you can have checks written out, attached to that business account, and then you can write yourself a check to pay yourself your 40% profit, or only your 25% profit if you gave a lot of discounts that week. Okay, so that is really fun. Give yourself a payday. It's really important that you see a payday, you see money coming from your business. Your husband needs to see money coming from your business, and your family and everybody that loves you. You want to build integrity with them and confidence. And plus, you know, who's going to want to build your team if your money is always a hot mess? So you want to know how to treat and train your people to do really smart money management. And then they are going to be empowered with that knowledge and empowered to know what to do with their money appropriately so they can make more of it. It's awesome. What, you know, great example that Kristen shared, you know, if you make $1 million but you spend $2 million, you're still broke, right? So it's not about making more money and more money and more money. Yes, more money gives us choices, but if we don't know where the money is going, then it's really not benefiting anyone, okay? So we want to be really good stewards of the blessings and gifts. This opportunity is a major gift. Get your money in order. Get your tracking in order. You're a big girl. You're a boss babe. You can do it. And I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. Oh, just a couple more things. So here's your weekly accomplishment sheet. Get that sent to your director. I'd say no later than Monday night. So as soon as you're done watching this, jump on the computer and get this entered in immediately. I don't care if you have all zeros. Enter in all the zeros. Your director still just wants you to get in the habit of submitting it every single week. So eventually you'll get tired of submitting all the zeros. That's my theory. So submit your zeros. That's kind of like your punishment, right? And then I want you to dream big. I want you to look at this paycheck and think about and reconnect it to what we talked about last week. And that is, what paycheck is on your heart? What do you want to be able to receive? from your Mary Kay business for your family, okay? You have the power to control that. It all starts with your goal, with your dream. And then at the beginning of the month, you can decide, okay, I need to make $700 in profit. I need to make $2,000 in profit to take the girls to Disney. What do you need? And then you can go about it and be about it and share your products and share your opportunity, and you can move your family ahead with your Mary Kay business this year. It's all about the pink profits. That is what I want to see for you, is profiting from your Mary Kay business, and it is my heart's desire to help you do that. You have an amazing director in Donna Batchelor in the Faith Driven Divas, an amazing director in Crystal Zenhickel in the Hot Shots unit, and our star catchers. You are so blessed. I am so blessed to have you, and I want to be with you every step of the way this year. It's a brand new year. We're going to get smart with our money because we're boss babes, and we're going to make our pink profit, and it's going to be fun. Okay, I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you so much. Christina Collett, I'm signing off, and have a powerful week getting all of your tax systems in place, because this year you're going to rock it out. All right, love you guys. Bye.